Hello, good day. My name is Arthur Adams, and I'm the author of the book Bakkoo, which I'm about to narrate. I'll be reading the first chapter to get some comments and feedbacks concerning the story, style, and so forth. So here goes. The first chapter is titled Lucille Finds Bottle. Bony ankles dangling, bandy legs splayed. A young girl is sprawled on her back, skirt covering her face. The sun above a cotton tree blinds her through the fabric of her dress. Her name is Lucille. Lucille tries to scream, but her voice makes as much sound as a deflating puffer fish. She tries to struggle, but her muscles are as taut as a glob of jelly. Her guava-shaped breasts escape their slack supports. Anxiety slaps her back 10 minutes in time. 10 minutes ago, Lucille found the bottle. The twilight played tricks on its green glass. Lucille's shine mongoose eyes devoured the spectrum of greens, starting with the sparkling green of emeralds, jewels Lucille only witnessed on Brenda. Then it cycled into the aquamarine green of the Caribbean Sea, a sea Lucille only glimpsed in magazines. Finally, it reflected the mint green of the US currency, the color of money Lucille once saw on a projector screen movie. Squinting in the background unnoticed was a fisherman who also was enjoying the tricks of twilight. Lucille's panty was running the spectrum of cheap pinks. The pink of an armless doll, the pink of plastic roses, and the pink of a nursery rhyme. Pink, pink, your panties stink. Lucille recalled the shock of noticing a big fat cork in the bottle's mouth, then dropping the bottle and trembling. Granny always warned, "Child, if you ever find a bottle that cork up, left it alone, hi yaga." Lucille dug her thumb under a slack bra strap and wondered, "Is why Granny say so?" "Oh yes," she asked Granny how Buskrai got his name, and Grans the Oracle told Lucille a Bakkoo story. It went like this. One dark night, wobbling home, Buskrai came across an old pickle jar that was corked up. The drunkard Rum Singh was his name back then, was as hungry as a stray dog, and figured some woman dropped her ration. Being an old foul thief, he decided to pinch the cutters. When Rum Singh twisted off the cork, poof! A puff of smoke blew up in front of his eyes and formed a quarter man. Yeah, it was a little muscular man about a quarter of Rum Singh's size, and you don't know how short that wretch was. He did not stoop to dip water. Well, that thing was a real-life, true-to-God Bakkoo. He told Rum Singh that he would give him anything his little heart desired if Rum Singh agreed to terms. A simple pact. Just keep my belly full with milk and bananas. Feed me every day, and the world is yours. Rum Singh was squatting in a galvanized shack, a back Freedom Estate then. Early next morning, the thief took the bunch of bananas I left ripening on my back steps and milked Auntie Titty's cow dry. The drunkard stole all over the village for a month, then things changed. New clothes, new shoes, new hat, paying for his own drinks, and even buying bountiful ration. Rum Singh's luck changed soon after, and he got a mining dredge and built a big house. First knickard to own a Land Rover in these parts. Well, whoring Brenda fed him some steamed rice during her monthly cycle, and right there he stuck. To make a long story short, Rum Singh got jolly one day and he forgot to feed the Bakkoo. When he came home, his house was on fire. Brenda was rolling on the grass with a bucket brigade dousing down the house. His two baby boys, Smokey Singh and Bun Singh, never made it out the house. Since that day, Brenda left him and took up whoring again. He sunk deeper in the bottle. Now, at the slightest memory of his sons, Ram Singh does bust a cry. That's how Bus Cry got his name, and Lucille learnt about Bakkoo. The pungent scent of stale booze jerked Lucille back into her present dilemma. Some horny drunkard on top of me, whimpered Lucille. Then the inevitable happened. Her made-in-China panty slid smoothly aside. She counted the drumming in her chest. Slowly opening her eyes, the sun dazzled her through the worn fabric of her skirt. Lucille was naked from breast down. There was no more weight on her limbs. A cotton ball or something fluffy was brushing her inner thighs. The young girl's nipples hardened like the crust of a pine tart. She had the urge to pinch them. Youthful essence percolated through her moist, sensitive parts. A trickle tingled down her valley. Breathing became as slow as the wind that rumbles through that valley. Thighs contracted. Her nakedness pushed against an invisible force, and Lucille prayed for forgiveness as a storm struck up in her mountains. A dam, a fallen tree blocked her waters. It all felt natural, and it was all her. The earth beneath her bare bottom, the wind that cooled her perspiration, and the smell of rain up in her mountains. Soon spasms shook Lucille's body, rocking her dam. A trickle became a flow became a stream, and a stream gushed forth a river. The river overflowed its banks, and Lucille bellowed. A deep echoing sound that unearthed the dam, moved the tree, and flooded her valley. When the skirt fell from Lucille's face and her mongoose eyes focused back into the world, she saw a puddle between her bony ankles, a puddle the size a puppy makes on the floor. "Betty, Betty, you all right?" shouted a frantic Harilal some 50 yards away, running full speed with a castnet slung over his shoulder and a quake in hand. "Eh?" mumbled a dazed Lucille. "I hear you screaming for red murder, gal." "Oh, I catch a cramp and fall down," said Lucille, fixing her skirt. "Well, gal, you give me a scare," said Harilal, moving the cover of the quake. "Hey, take this Lukanani and let Granny boil a fish broth." Harilal's toe nudged a big fat cork on the ground. Lucille jumped up, snatched the fish by its tail, grabbed the Dutch bottle, and pelt foot home. She could not make sense of what just happened, nor even begin to imagine how it would change her life. But she had a good feeling deep down in her valley. And that's the end of chapter 1. Thank you for listening. Please press like, comment, and share.